a part of the action? To bid or buy, you must be registered at signedbysuperstars.com. Your order, invoice, and tracking information will be stored within your account. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to auction!
Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Signed by Superstars. Today we are joined by one half of, in my opinion, one of the greatest tag teams in ECW, Perry Saturn, one half of the Eliminators. Thank you for actually being here today. You went through hell getting here, but you finally made it.
Yeah, man, it was pretty shitty the way they are to get here, but I'm glad to be here.
Yes, and Moppy's here too. He actually was snuck in on your luggage. He didn't have to pay for his flight ticket. So,
Yeah.
guys, if you have any questions for Perry, we're going to ask him some questions during the signing. We got a lot of stuff to sign. We got tons of stuff we added to the website today. We've got tons of 8x10s. We got like 13 different 8x10s. We got a couple different 11x14s. We have an 11x17 photo for you. We also are adding, or they might have already been added to the website, Moppy. We have some Moppies to get signed, a very limited amount of them. We have turnbuckle pads to get signed, and lots of other stuff. You can go on our website right now on the main page. There's a picture of Perry Saturn. You just want to do the drop-down menu of it. There's Moppy right there, and you can select what you want to order. So we're going to get started. We got so much stuff to get signed today. And first guy up is going to be Grant Stewart, and he wants a silver paint pen. We can help you for silver paint pen. Mike, you can help him grab them, and then we're just going to sign your name on this.
Okay,
Thank you,
man.
Grant. Yep.
All right, Grant, thank you.
Okay. All right. This goes with Grant. All right. Chris Lewis, we got a Singapore cane. He wants it signed in blue Sharpie, which is the blue one. Yep. And he wants it signed right up there.
All right, man.
Thank you, Chris. Let me see.
I wonder if Chris has ever been hit with one of these.
Probably. He's from Philly, too. All right. Somebody said, Perry, I'm glad you see that you're doing good. Somebody asked you if you have any Disco Inferno stories.
Probably, I'd have to, like, Glenn and I are very good friends. He's one of my favorite people in the world forever, man. And when I lived in Atlanta, me, him, and Raven would go out every night.
Oh,
you
that
know?
must have been a party scene.
So, and yeah, he's awesome. He's in Vegas now, which he's a degenerate gambler, and moving to Vegas couldn't have been a good deal, but he's lived there forever. Yeah, great guy.
This is going to be for Frank Killarusso, and we're just going to sign wherever you want, any color.
Degenerate too.
No, I'm not a degenerate. Don't talk about Joe like that. Perry was my reason to even watch ECW. Somebody said that. Michael Ray said that.
Thank you. There's a lot of other guys worth watching.
All right, this is for Nick Jones. We're just going to sign the DVD cover for Nick.
Anything?
Any color you'd like. What's that? I don't know where they're at. I know. We sold a bunch over like the last couple months. Somebody said total F and elimination. What? Outside the ring, I'll show you. I can show
Yeah,
you.
why has nobody done that?
What's that? Total elimination?
Yeah.
They probably don't want to steal from you.
Shit.
Yeah.
No team's done that. At the I used to go down to the Performance Center, WWE Performance Center,
Right.
and I tried to teach the Descent how to do it, and they just couldn't get it right, you know?
They would have been, yeah, that would have been good. All right, this is for Lauren Fail. Let's see, back page next to the Dudleys. Hold on. Silver Sharpie, Perry Saturn, have him sign the page where the Dudleys, it's the black page or the back page? It's by this pick, I marked the page. Hold on. Oh, there it is.
The black page.
Yep, the black page. All right.
So
Lauren, we got you. Who's it for? Okay. Lauren Fail. Yep. All right. Let me get Lauren off that one. Boom. Thank you, Lauren. That goes with Lauren. Sorry, Mike. This is Matt Dezorism. Let's see. We could do
Wow,
color?
look at all that, man.
Yeah, you're right there. Oh, no, there you are. Total elimination. There's Cronus, and there you.
With a pen or?
What do you think, Mike?
What is it?
I would.
I mean, what is that? That's looking.
That's Sabu.
No, but it's
That's blue. We
just,
could probably do blue.
The red.
Yeah, red's cool too. And if you guys, if I miss your questions, just repeat them because it's going pretty by
that's a
quickly.
pretty good. That's a pretty good picture there, man.
Well, we'll do them. What's this one? This is for a yellow paint pen, and there should be a yellow here. We didn't prime this one, so I'll just skip
There's
this
one
one.
right
Okay, cool. We're just
I've
gonna
never
sign this one.
seen this.
He made that as a custom. He made it himself. This is for Courtney. Thank you, Court.
Oh, I already told
Just sign it.
Yep, we're just gonna sign it. Somebody would like to know the toughest tag team you've ever faced.
Oh. Oh, shit.
You got the Dudleys. You
Yeah,
got
I'm thinking.
Rob and Sabu. People.
Who were great. Robin said, just great. They're great workers, you know. Like,
Oh yeah. Maybe somebody from WCW.
I'm
the
trying to
Radicals.
think, like, probably Tenru and trying to think of who his partner was.
Tenaru and from All Japan, right?
When we were in war, we did. I know we did me, John, and Warlord because we were 6-man partners
Right.
there. Did a match against them, and John had somebody in the rear chin, and Tenru come in and give him the boot. And John half-assed no-sold it. Tenru kicked his head to about the 20th row.
And then I think he started selling after that.
Yeah, then we were good guys. I'm trying to think who the hell the other guy was. It was Tenru and.
Yatsu? I don't know. I gotta look at. If somebody wants to Google it, let me know.
But yeah, they were
From
whenever
War.
You worked with
6
them.
mans.
Yeah, we had because Warlord and us were together all the time.
That's crazy.
color.
Silver. Yep, we'll do silver on that. It's Jason Burke's picture. Thank you, Jason.
Had
Koshinaka, somebody said?
Jado and Guido were there with their guy, and
That's a good one.
we worked against them a bunch of times too with Warlord. We there, and Bob Backlund was there a tour, and he was working with whoever Jado and Guido's partner was. Like he was the veteran. I can't remember his name, but they used to pick you up and hand you. He'd sit on the top rope and hand you to him, and he'd give you a power bomb, and that was the finish. And they're explaining it to Backlund, and Backlund goes, "Nope, never been to the top rope, never going."
Wow, that's Richard Smith. This is gonna be for Richard Smith. We're just gonna sign this in yellow. Yeah, we can do that one right there. Thank you, Richard Smith.
Yeah, Bob Backlund was a crazy, crazy man.
Yes, he is. He was here. He's done a signing with us. Ooh, good question. Any stories on Perry Saturn? What color? What is it? In black? It's priority, but all right. Let me just see. What's his name? Oh, Bill Killen, which is right up here. All right. So we have his poster. We're just gonna do it some black.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Bill. This is your. What movie is this from?
Yep.
All right. So we do have his item, Joe. Awesome.
But yeah, Backlund, he had a electronic dictionary, and he would get 3 or 4 new words every day and incorporate them into his conversations because when he was in college, he was illiterate.
Ah.
So he's big on all that now. And you know, John, the crazy, goofy.
Yes.
And
John was crazy.
Bob was reading a book, and John goes, "What are you reading, Bob?" He goes, "Oh, a book about Winston Churchill." He goes, "The greatest orator that ever lived." He goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, John, you probably don't know what an orator is." John goes, "Oh, I don't know who the fuck Winston Churchill is." Backlund didn't talk to him the rest of the tour.
Oh, I could only imagine Bob Backlund and Cronus trying to talk to each other. That's crazy. We're going to write in pink paint pen. We're going to write your name, but we're going to also personalize this to Philip.
All right.
To Philip.
Where's the best place to do this?
I would do it on the bubble.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it was in the summer when we were there, and it was so hot. And
yeah.
Backlund come on the bus in a 3-piece suit with the bow tie, and he tells Tenryu, he walks up to Tenryu, he goes, "Excuse me, Mr. Tenryu, it's a little warm, so I'm going to undo my top button." John was in his underwear.
I can believe it.
It was so fucking hot. Yeah, Backlund's a good guy, just a little crazy, man.
Yeah, he was definitely a little crazy.
So Sharpie.
Awesome.
Full name right there.
Lauren, for Lauren. Yep.
They want the full Perry Saturn.
Full Perry Saturn. All right. We're going to do this in silver, and she wants your full name, Perry Saturn. This is for
Okay.
Lauren.
Below the photo.
Below the photo,
All
right
right,
there.
man.
Thank you, Lauren. That goes with that, Mike. Thank you. What color?
Black.
All right, we'll do black. Sharpie there. This is all for Lauren. And again, guys, if I'm not answering your questions or seeing them, just keep on repeating them. We'll get to them all. Did you get along with Vince? Any Vince McMahon stories?
I liked Vince. I never had any problems with Vince. Him and I got along. Like, he was always good to me. I have no complaints about Vince. I've seen him where he talked to some people, to where I can see where some people didn't care for him.
Right.
But we got along. Like, he never treated me bad.
Right. That's good, though. No. This one's for Lauren. We're going to do a blue Sharpie, and we're going to write your name here, and then I'll tell you what we're going to write here.
Okay.
So she wants...
Me and Blackman and Bob Holly, Ron Simmons, he'd book us and we just beat the shit out of each other, and Vince used to like watching that. So yeah, so we just got along. Like, he always was good to watch.
We'll sign your name here, and then I'll tell you what we're signing on the other side.
They can make it in time.
And then here we're going to do one-time WWE European champ, and underneath that, two-time WWF Hardcore champ.
Okay.
The guy told me they can make it in time.
Oh, perfect.
It's
Perfect.
gonna be tight, but
We'll get it done. Good question, Luke. Killer Kowalski.
WWF or WWE?
She wrote WWF.
Okay.
Yeah, one-time WWF European champ.
Which is weird when we were there, man, how that changed.
What's that, in Europe?
No, it changed from WWF
Oh, yeah, because of
to
wildlife.
WWE. Yeah,
Yep.
and we were like, I grew up watching that. And it was weird to me,
What's up, Blake?
Pyrenees.
Yeah, he did.
He doesn't tell everybody though.
Yeah.
He can hear you, you know.
I know.
I've got a lot of great questions. I will get to all of them. Somebody asked, there you go, Lauren. Awesome, awesome. Somebody asked what it was like to work with Scott Steiner.
I only worked with Scott a couple of times. It wasn't bad.
We'll do silver on there, just signing your name. Yeah. Lauren, this is for you as well.
What he called Robbie, Rick. I'm pretty good friends with him,
Right.
So, and like working with him was a trip. He's just indestructible.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
But Scott, I worked with a couple of times, never an issue.
Easy.
Me and Raven tagged against some guys a couple of times.
Right. Dan Crump, you're up next. Thank you, Dan. We got your picture coming up next.
But I've been in Japan with Robbie and Rick Steiner, so.
We're going to do silver on here. We're just going to sign your name. And he wants you to write High Incident 96.
My friend Paul's bald spot.
Oh, yeah, that was referee from Mass. Yeah, Paul.
Hi.
Incident 96.
How do we spell incident?
INCIDENT. 96. And then 3 times, you just do 3X. ECW Tag Champs.
This right here got me my job in WCW.
This match?
The dropping the elbow off the scaffolding.
That was a
Terry, and I told Terry, I go, fuck, I'd hired the guy that laid there.
Right, who took it.
But poor Terry, Gordy had no idea what was going on, I don't think.
Oh, yeah, he was near the end. We had him here like a week before he passed, and it was sad.
In the ring, he was such a great worker. at one time, and in the ring it'd be really awkward and hard, and then all of a sudden it'd be smooth and just awesome for a few minutes,
And
and,
then he
then back to like
Right.
you know.
He was probably one of the best big guy workers, right?
He used to drop kick me, and he was young, you know, when he was like teenager young,
Yeah.
when he was with the Freebirds and UWF and shit.
Oh, Mid South in Texas was the best.
When he would drop kick me in ECW, one foot would hit my knee, the other would hit me in the side.
Right.
And I used to tell him all the time, Terry, maybe we'll save the drop kick today. And he'd go, no, we're gonna do it, you know, and yeah, every time.
This is for Jacob Cohen, and any color you prefer, we're just going to sign your name.
All right.
Thank you, Jacob.
He's got a lot coming up.
For Jacob Cohen?
Yeah, there's like 3 or
Okay.
Yeah, working with him and Doc was, you know, and Doc's a crazy man.
Doc is?
Yeah.
Doc was another great big man who came through ECW. All right, Jacob Cohen. This is another one. Green, 8x10, whatever color you think would pop. We got 2 more for Jacob as well. We're just going to sign your name on both of these. Jacob, I think your last one you wanted red on, and we did it in what color, the last one? It's okay.
Which one? Blue?
You wanted it in red. That was my fault. It still looked really good. All right.
This one's gonna be like
Yeah, Blake, you got to calm down. We don't really do personal shout outs because then everybody's going to want it. What's this for?
blue, light blue.
Light blue. This is for, let's see, I just want to make sure. Darren, let's see. Darren Porter. Blue paint pen. And so we're going to write to Darren on this one. And you spell his name Daron with Raven's Flock.
This one's gold.
Yep. This is Darren as well?
Yep.
Cool. And then we'll just sign your name on that one. Thank you, Darren. Yep, I got you, Erica. White paint pen, you're all set. And this one we're just going to do to Darren, and then we're just going to sign your name.
Any color? Anything in particular?
Gold. Yep, we'll do that in gold. I'm glad you asked that because I would have missed that.
No, I heard.
Yeah, that was good.
Told you gold.
I know.
Light blue on this one.
Light blue?
Yeah, light blue.
Light blue. Who's this for? This is for Elias. Let's see, make sure. All right. Yep, just blue paint pen. There you go. Elias Illicert, thank you. That was for you. Coming up right now.
This one doesn't have a name, but it's a WrestleMania X7.
I know it is. It's for Lauren. All right, Black Sharpie. I believe this is also for Lauren. We're just going to sign your name.
Yeah.
Somebody would like to know, who was the person that hit you the hardest in the ring? Who was pretty stiff with you?
Oh, fuck. So,
That's a funny question because usually
almost nobody's going to say I wasn't stiff.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Bradshaw's Clothesline from Hell is there. Yeah, I don't really, stuff like that never bothered me. Like, it doesn't stick out in my mind because I know I potatoed them. So if I expect it
Receipt.
back, you know.
Right.
Like, we would work with the Acolytes, me and Dean. And I know they were hoping that Dean would go with them. And like,
Right.
I would hit Ron from behind, and you'd hear me go, "Damn, Saturn!" And he'd know, and then he's going to give it back to me, but that's fine, you know. Blackman could be pretty rough, too, man. Blackman's a bad motherfucker, man.
A lot of people said that.
And, thank God I got along with them.
Right.
Every now and then he would be training for a shoot. So when he was training for a shoot, he would, out of habit, block shit. And I used to get Charlie Horse in the quads and shit trying to knee him because he'd block it. Yeah, that was a bad man right
We're going to
there.
do color. Hold on. I got to tell you the color for this one. Blue Sharpie. Yep.
Yeah.
Blue Sharpie.
Yeah, Blackman was no joke, man. Great guy. Definitely not somebody you want after your ass.
Yeah. This one we're going to do green paint pen. And this is for Sweet Deals. Thank you, Sweet Deals. How was Chris Benoit? Somebody would like to know what are your memories of working with Chris?
Chris, them chops, he would get you in that corner, and I would only take 3.
Right.
On the third one, I would sell out, and he'd have to chase me and pull me back if he wanted to give me any more.
Right.
Yeah, because they were rough, man. That's probably the stiffest thing, them chops.
Benoit's chops?
Yeah. Bradshaw's clothesline from hell's rough, too.
I can imagine taking that. We're going to do silver in this. Just
But
sign your name.
yeah, I hated Benoit's chops.
Right up there.
Is this Miller?
Yeah.
Where is that from?
Let's see what's the name. It probably fell off. Rob Tulsi.
Don't use
Baseball.
That's what I thought. but I
Black
didn't have one
Sharpie
else.
or ballpoint, he said. There you
Don't
go.
use gel.
Okay.
That one.
There we go.
Scott Raven would get in the corner, and Benoit would beat the fuck out of him, and he'd just stay there forever. I'm not kidding. Anytime you see him chop me, 3, I'd give him 3.
Right.
The third one, I was gone every time.
This is going to be for Rob Tosi. We're just signing, and you have the pen, Mike. Oh, that one right there, the ballpoint.
All right.
What's that one? All right, let's see. What's next? Stacy Kruth's book.
Oh, Finley's kick to the back is pretty rough, too. Actually, that's got to be the stiffest thing. My legs used to go numb when he gave me that kick.
All right, Stacy Kruth, this is for you. We're just going to do a blue Sharpie right there. Yep. This is for Brian Westcott. We're going to sign it right there, probably in Sharpie. Thank you, Brian. This is your Nitro script. Oh, no problem, Joe. Jason Cruz said Saturn is an absolute beast. ECW legend. Thank you for all you gave us.
All right, man. Thank you for watching.
Somebody would like to know if you would be in the WWE Hall of Fame if they invited you. Would you like to do that?
Sure, if they invited me.
You have a good relationship with the office still, or?
No, I was part of a lawsuit against them. We lost, but
Ah.
from the CTE, so I'm
Right.
sure they won't be calling me.
Well, the office has changed around a little bit, so maybe you never know. We're just going to sign right there.
But like Vince, I got along great with Vince. and
Yeah.
Trouble is, when I worked there, I was a bad drug addict.
Right. Well, I'm glad you're all cleaned
so-
up and all, so that's good.
Yeah.
Marshall Thompson, this is for you. We're just going to do that one. Yeah, he did both. We're just going to sign in blue.
Okay.
Well, Rob told
Right
him to
there.
sign there.
Yeah.
That's where Rob pointed to.
Marshall and Ian, we are good.
Unfortunately, though, nobody's more boring than a sober addict. They are the worst.
Right.
They do nothing.
This is for Ian Thorpe. We're just going to sign right there for Ian.
Black?
Black's fine. We can do black or blue, whatever. I remember when ECW went up to the WWE Raw for the TV tapings, and you guys had to open up the show, and I don't know if you remember the spot, you had to do the total elimination
Yep.
to the custodian. That was supposed to be me at first, and I got out of doing that because I thought you guys were like,
And it was one of the kids from
yeah,
the school.
it was one of the kids from the school, thank
Yep,
God. I
yep.
was like, thank God. All right, who's this for? All right, this is for Joe Clapp. We'll sign right here. Maybe whatever color you think will pop. You did red or blue, yellow, whatever you want to do. Right. Let's see.
This is another one of his.
All right, this is for Joe Clapp as well. I think there's 2 more coming. Yep, silver or gold. We have another one.
Do gold on this one.
Yep, this won't be gold.
Mess it up.
Any good Paul Heyman stories?
I love Paulie. Paulie's awesome, man.
He is one of the best minds in the business. Anything that stands out? Did Paul ever get you to do anything that maybe you're like, I don't know if I want to do that, and he talked you into it?
Oh, I'm sure, for sure. There's something, but
Right.
Nothing that stands out. I usually, for the most part, did what I was asked to do, because I was trained by Kowalski, and that's just how we were trained. you
How
know.
was Walter as a trainer?
I think he was awesome, So, and I think it probably depends on everybody. Some like me and Hunter were there, and
China.
China, she was there after.
Right.
But we would get a lot of one-on-one stuff that other guys didn't get, you know.
Yeah.
So I think maybe we have a higher opinion of than than other guys. He was awesome with us.
Did he spend more time with you guys because he saw you guys had the It Factor?
I would think,
Yeah.
you know, and he was always, and it wasn't just wrestling, it was like life lessons, you know.
Right.
Except for I never understood any of them.
Would you look at him as a father figure a little bit, or was he?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah?
Yeah, he was, and like he would tell us these long stories about working with somebody somewhere, and then he'd go something like, and that's why you can't trust the fucking boys. And he'd walk away, and me and Hunter'd be looking at it like, what the fuck was that all about?
Did you and Hunter stay close as time went on and he elevated, and or you guys? When you came back to WWE,
I was bad on drugs, you know. So
Okay.
but Paul's a great guy, you know. I have nothing negative to say about him.
Of course
for
not.
Sure.
Yep.
He's awesome, man, and he would help me out any way he could. But at the time, I was unhelpable.
right? This is for Casey Ray. We're just going to sign it. Was Cronus in the same class as you with John? Did you guys start out at the
No, he came way later.
Okay.
We had John. Me and Hunter were going to go to Memphis to
Yep.
work for Lawler.
I remember that.
And Hunter got hired by WCW.
Yes.
So, and I knew that you had to be a team would be better to go to Memphis to split the expenses and shit. And John just started training. He had one match, but I knew him. He worked at the bar with me and shit. So him and I teamed together. When we went to Memphis, he only had the one match.
Wow, so it was green as shit.
Yeah.
We're doing this in white paint pen for Erica. Erica Miranda, here you go. Good question, Chris Janke. Do you remember how you got into ECW? Was it through
Sent a tape, and Taz took care of it. Yeah, sent a tape to Taz, I think.
right?
And I know.
Silver.
And one night like at 2 o'clock in the morning, Paulie called me.
Right.
So,
That's
and,
typical.
He brought us in to put the Steiners over, and then he wasn't going to bring us back in.
Right.
But he ended up liking us and started bringing us in, you know.
Yeah. Ryan Tracy, that's for you. We also got your sign, Ryan. All right, we're gonna do silver. Ooh, good question, Brian. Memories of Eddie Guerrero and, of course, Dean Malenko.
Well, Dean's not dead yet.
Of
so-
course. What do you? Thank God he's not. He's a good guy. What are your memories of working with Dean, and teaming with him and all?
Man, for a few years, him and I were together, 300 days out of the year, more than I was with anybody, and we traveled together.
Right.
Him and I, our personalities fit great together, you know.
Yes.
So it was always easy to travel and shit, and I would drag him out and get him in places he should never be in, but he would go along with me, and
Right there. For Tim Minkle, this is for you. And of course, Eddie Guerrero is probably one of the best workers of all time.
yeah,
Would you
man.
agree?
And I have hundreds of matches with him, because for a year or two we worked all the WCW house shows together, and
All
we
right.
had both of us had our substance problems,
Yeah.
And we were working a show in Connecticut, a house show for Vince.
We'll do Blue Sharpie.
And Terry, it was a weird show. She never did house shows, but she was on this one. And she was coming up to me asking me, "Are you sure Eddie can work?" He's fuck. And Joni was going up to Eddie asking him, "You sure Perry can work?" And that's what we did. We went out there. I don't know how the hell we did it. We shouldn't have, but we did do it.
All right.
Yeah.
This goes with Joe.
Yeah,
Claps,
because
3
we worked
pictures.
together so many times. In fact, I think the first house show we worked together for Vince, Jack Lanza was the agent,
Right.
and Eddie and I were WCW. No match under 25 minutes, WWE, they're 10 minutes top.
Yeah, exactly. For TV.
So we put in way too much time, and we're going and going, just doing our shit. And Jack comes out, and we see him standing in the hallway.
Lanza?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of us goes, "Look, Jack's out," and we decide, oh, he must like the match. So we kept going. he got a little closer, and we kept going and going.
Take it
Went in
home.
the back. He screamed at us, motherfucker, because it way too long.
Was this TV or house show?
No, house show.
Okay,
House-
okay.
doesn't matter. You don't do
Right.
that with time. You
Right,
know?
right.
Yeah, and yeah, no TV. You know your time.
Yeah, because of the ref and stuff. Yeah.
We worked. You know, he didn't give us the time. We
That's
do our
great.
shit. You know what I mean?
Wanna
And
get your
yeah,
stuff in.
and when we were like, we thought, oh yeah, Jack likes it. Let's keep going, and we were going and going. And he was, oh yeah, he motherfucked us everywhere
That's
you could think of.
This is for Robert Stone, blue paint pen or blue Sharpie. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're good. That's great. David, we didn't do your balls yet, right? David Kriegers.
Yeah, we have one over here.
What's that?
Yeah, not Sharpie brand.
All right, there you go, Rob Stone. This is for Will.
If it's not sharp,
Let's see, Will. Any color, I guess blue or silver.
All right. But like Eddie, you know, I worked so many times. We could
if it's not Sharpie.
just go out there, not talk to each other. We've done
Yeah.
it so many times, you know.
You have David's baseball still?
Yeah, right here.
Okay.
Is he in the room?
Yeah, he just asked if we got to his stuff yet.
Shut up, Dave.
We're at on here anywhere. Or
Um.
are we? Oh, down here we are.
Yeah, there you are. Yep. Memories working for WF 92. Oh, I think you worked as Peter Motz.
I worked as 3 different names.
Right.
Every day I changed my name until they figured out I couldn't. Told that I was changing them. I don't know, just something I.
Should this in red paint pen.
You know, Kowalski set it up, and
You got looked at.
not really.
You were just
I
in
was
there
just an enhancement guy. You know, I wasn't ready to be a guy. and-
Right, okay.
But still, anybody who's a guy should start out as an enhancement guy so they get to know what that's like too, because that's the shit, man.
Rob Tackett, this is for you. And you know what Dave wants on his balls?
Yep.
Okay.
In fact, working that
Awesome.
that little loop there for Vince for them when I was an enhancement guy, I had a match against Hawk and Animal, and what do you call it? I was sitting in the back, and I was sitting in between Wayne Bloom and Mike Enos.
Right?
And Hawk comes walking up, and he goes, "You're fucking taking the finish, whether you like it or." And I'm thinking, like, what the fuck? But he wasn't talking to me. He was talking to Wayne Bloom, you know. And then he attacked him, you know.
Right.
And I was like, what the fuck?
Right in the back?
Yeah, right in the back. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
the shoot fight? Or?
Yeah, because
Oh.
Wayne would keep making Mike Enos take the finish, and so Hawk got pissed about it.
okay.
So
That makes
then,
sense.
so yeah, but I'm working with him soon, so I don't. I think he's talking to me, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
why
he's the
you-
new guy
you-
there, yeah.
Yeah, I'm nobody that just gonna go out there and get squashed by him.
Right. All right, go ahead. This is.
Right below, right there.
You know what he wants on there and all, Mike?
Yep. Well,
Okay.
this is the first ball.
Okay.
But that helped. Hawk was with New Japan when I worked there, and he was awesome to me and helped me out so much there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Where's the ECW at?
ECW what?
The hat? That's signed by everybody?
I don't know where the ECW hat is. I think he's on it probably.
Yeah, he just finished the Radical.
Is he not on it?
Benoit,
Sorry, I looked at the list on the
I don't know. Ask Joe where the hat is, or Mike,
Eddie, and
because
he
he's
is
been.
over here.
This has to be that.
Yep.
And then you got this
Who's
ball.
this for?
This ball here.
Oh, I know it's fun.
We're gonna do it like this. Saturn up here. Perry Saturn. Perry Austin.
He might know
there,
where the hat
full
is.
name, and then your Army military unit name and your ranking below it. So Saturn right here.
Guys, this has been a great. If you just tuned in and you want to order anything, we're almost on our mail order portion. Then we're going to get it to your orders. If you want to order anything right now on the website, signedbysuperstars.com that you're already on, go to the main page. There's a picture of Perry Saturn. Click on his picture. There's a drop-down menu,
Right
and you can
below it,
choose
your
what
full
you want to
name.
order. We've got, like 12 different, 13 different 8x10s. We got 2 different 11x14s. We got 11x17. We actually have an ECW tag belt. I don't know if it's actually on the website. It's an ECW tag belt signed by everybody, every tag team, including Paul Heyman, even though he had no tag team partner. But Heyman's on this as well, and that belt is $2,500. If you guys were to get that belt today, we could get Perry to inscribe anything you want on there as well. I think we got Moppy's up on the website for you guys to order. Plenty of other cool things as well, including
Military unit name
turnbuckles.
and your rank. Yep.
All right, this is for Ray.
All done, David.
Ray from Baltimore. We're going to use this silver.
Okay.
Really cool turnbuckle pad. Thank you, Ray. If you haven't heard, we are bringing back Kurt Angle. He will be in our studios down the line. We also got Missy Hyatt coming next month, and we're working on some other really, really big ones. Right. There you go. We'll do any color you would like. This is for Will Domino, I think his last name is. Probably butchered your name. Domino. Any color you like. Thank you, Will. All right. Here you go, Joe. We'll do the belts when those guys come back. We got Ian already on here. Marshall's here. And Dave Krieger. All right. Now we're going to get on to the other orders that are just coming in. Wow, there's a lot of orders here. All right, Bradley Smith, 11 by 14, photo number 2, which is going to be the one with Perry and Terry. I need to get a Perry and Terry, the blue.
Over there's Perry.
Oh, the big one?
Yeah, the big one.
Oh, the big one.
Yep, any color you want to sign this in. And this is for Bradley Smith. Thank you, Bradley. Don't forget those belts down there. When I get to them, we'll do them later.
What do we sign this with, a Sharpie or the?
We'll do paint pens. You think paint pens? Yeah.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Bradley Smith.
I would normally never do red because God damn it, red is bad luck. Kowalski hated red and didn't want anybody wearing red or.
Really?
Yeah.
Somebody said, great to see Perry in good spirits. Thanks for all the memories. Tim Haber said that to you.
All right. You're welcome.
Photo number 6. You with the ECW tag title. This is for Lee Woodford. Silver Sharpie. And then we're just going to sign your name.
All right.
Thank you, Lee. Lots of great pictures, as you can see, to choose from. All right. Hey, Rob, if you didn't get my 8x10, if possible, you can sign full name Perry Saturn on it. If passed along, no biggie. Probably under my wife's name, Jill. Thanks, Rob, and thank you, Saturn. I'm a huge fan. I appreciate everything you have done for the business. Did you ever work a singles match or any tag matches with Terry Funk ever?
A tag, I know that we've done something with me and John with him and somebody. Dreamer, maybe.
Yep, this probably was Tommy. All right, Jacob Cohen. Any color you like, and we're going to write to Jacob. Avoid the rings of Saturn.
and Terry would tell you he was a windmill and what the hell but he'd punch your head off with that fucking bull.
Oh, yeah, and he'd lay it in, too.
Yeah.
To Jacob, Jacob. Avoid the ring of Saturn. Thank you, Jacob Cohen. Terry's probably one of the best of all time.
Yeah.
There you go, Mike. All right. We'll just do a ballpoint. Yeah.
Yeah, he had that ECW dinner they had for Terry.
The banquet, yeah.
And
When New Jack was all crazed up.
and
We're just going to sign it right here.
we never met Funk or anything, and,
Right.
so when he come right up to us and started talking to us about our shit and stuff. And me and John marked out big time, that's Terry Funk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you consider yourself a good worker? Like, obviously, you're always learning in the business. So when did you say to yourself, you know what, I got a hang of this, and I'm over now with John, and you felt confident in your skills? Did that ever occur to you?
In WCW, anybody, if you had a tryout, you had a tryout against me.
So you knew, okay, so you're the testing stone.
And, so I always worked a dark match with somebody.
Right.
And then my whole time there, I was on every pay-per-view, every Nitro,
Yeah.
There I knew.
That they trusted you. We're going to do this for Mike Kinney in pink paint pen, and we're just going to sign your name.
Yeah, Terry Taylor, I'd come back and he'd right away want to know my opinion, and
Right. I need that pen down there. The white one. Yep. What's wrong?
None.
Oh, you had a question for me or no?
No, Joe.
All right, this is from Mike Kinney. Thank you, Mike Kinney. All right, Scott Felix, you are up next. Photo number 7, which is you and John. Great photo. Any color you want to sign? And just sign your name on this one. Thank you, Scott. Oh, somebody would like to know your memories of the very first Barely Legal. A couple people would like to know that. No auctions, Travis, tonight. If you remember Barely Legal.
What do you call it? Yeah, I remember that we thought it was a really good match, and looking back at it, it really wasn't.
Who do you work? Do you remember
The
who you,
Dudleys,
Okay.
and it was just a high spot match. We went from high spot to high spot, did
Right.
nothing to tell a story or nothing. Poor Bubba got his ankle broken,
That's right.
and
I need 11 by 14 photo number 1.
but we were over like
Yeah.
fuck, man, and you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
so it was, and we thought it was a good match, but it wasn't, you know,
Yeah.
by real standards, it wasn't. And just like we worked with Sabu and Van Dam before that November to Remember, we did like Broadways on ladder matches with them guys on every
yeah.
house show.
Oh, yeah.
And we thought them were all great matches too, but I'm sure they were just
They were great. I remember all those matches. We're going to do gold. We're just going to sign your name with the gold Sharpie down there. There it is. Yep. Anthony Desmond, this is for you. Can
them
we see
guys
the
were
belt?
awesome to work with, but
Can I get the tag belt?
I don't know how much of a
ECW
story
tag belt.
we told.
Do you have other belts you need to get done?
Just that's the only one for tag belts. All right, Blake, photo number 4. I had to quiet Blake. He was taking up so much of the chat. Blake, photo number 4. We're gonna write to Blake. You're welcome,
Your
Moppy.
tag belt?
Yeah, the one that's all signed up.
What color? Does it matter?
Maybe
or-
silver would probably pop right up
Silver.
there. Yep.
So,
To Blake, and I'll spell it Blake. You're welcome, Moppy. Blake.
That's scary.
You could bring Blake back in the room, Joe, if you get a second. I had to block him for a little bit because he was going crazy. All right, there you go, Blake. Yep, cool, awesome. All right. Oh yeah, somebody wanted to see the ECW tag belt. So this is the tag belt that Perry actually held. This is a replica.
it didn't look like this.
Yeah, this is the replica one, and it is signed by everybody that ever held this belt, guys. If you want to flip it over,
It didn't look like this when we were there.
was never signed up.
No, that's the newer.
Yeah, it definitely did not look like
Yeah.
this.
This is the replica.
So, in
this is
fact-
already signed, actually. I just want you already signed it
Oh,
somewhere,
okay.
but I'm
oh,
offering
yeah,
it
right
to somebody.
there.
Yep.
In fact, the one we held, the first one we held, the plate was broken on one of
Right.
them. Gangster spray painted X's on it.
Oh yeah. Here you go.
Then Paulie got nice ones after that.
Right, right.
Just in time for us to drop them to the gangsters.
All right. Silver Sharpie. This is for who's this for? This is for Louis Alva. These are your belts. Thank you, Louis.
Oh,
All right, Louis. Thank you.
you gotta sign your signature, not just Moppy.
That's for Blake. That's Blake's.
Yeah. Perfect.
Awesome. Here you go, Louis Alva. This is for you as well. Yep. And again, guys, if you have any questions, just list them in the chat. Good question. All right, photo number 6. Jill.
Black right here.
Oh, that's my cards of Killer Khan. Jill Kissel. All right, Jill Kissel, photo number 6 in gold Sharpie. We're going to sign your name and write total elimination. Thank you, Jill. Zach Van Eddy, you are next. Zach Van Eddy, photo number 2. All right. Awesome. This is going to be for Zach Van Eddy. We're going to write to Zach, and it's Z-A-C-H, and then we'll sign your name. Somebody wanted to know, did you get along with New Jack? Did you ever have any issues with Jack?
No, we got. There was some growing pains when we first started working together.
Right.
But nothing horrible, and we all like him and John got along great.
Yeah.
So if half the team gets along,
That's
so,
good.
So but yeah, no problems with him at all.
That's surprising because a lot of people had problems with Jack. You never knew.
I'm sure, he thought I was a little too stiff at first,
Right.
and but we got over it.
Right. Good.
So
All right, Chris Cooper, this is for you. We're going to write to Coop, C-O-O-P, and then we're just going to sign your name, any color you want.
Mustafa was easy as shit,
Right. Yeah, if you can find it.
What is it?
It's ECW jersey. It's probably hung up on the rack over there.
What's it look like?
It's a white jersey. It's like he knows where everything is now.
Making Mike work.
James Thompson. Thank you, James. Let's see what he's got. Photo number 4. You and Moppy. Did you like the Moppy gimmick, or you had
No,
to hate
I
it?
hated
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
We're gonna do yellow paint pen, which is right over there.
It got over though.
We're gonna write James and Brenda. James and Brenda, you're welcome. And then we're just gonna sign your name.
Guess I gotta take a trip to Walmart tomorrow.
For what, more?
To return them.
Oh, no, nobody's getting them? No, there's probably some. Yeah, that's cool.
One-night stand.
I don't know. That's okay. He wasn't on it.
I probably took myself a little too seriously
Right.
to enjoy the Moppy gimmick, you know.
Yeah, no, I hear you. It's totally different than your style. So, all right, James, 11 by 14. Can you grab me 11 by 14 number 1? It's the edit over there. All right, there you go. We're gonna do gold Sharpie on this, and we're just gonna sign your name. Thank you, James.
You got the canvas over there?
I did them all.
Both of them?
I don't know if I did yours. I don't think I did yours. I only did the one for Rob Tackett. Well, they were both for Rob, but I didn't do the one that you did.
So I had it up here.
I don't know. Maybe it got done. Ask Joe.
Canvas done?
Photo number
Move
7.
the canvas.
Any color you want to do.
Okay.
And we're going to write 3-time 3X ECW Tag Champs.
You need the canvas right now?
R.I.P.
No, just-
Cronus.
I didn't know where it was.
I thought he needed it.
This is for Paul Henry. Thank you, Paul. So it's 3-time ECW Tag Champs, R.I.P. Cronus. And then, of course, we'll sign your name. Good question, Steve. Again, if I'm missing any of your questions, just keep on putting them in the chat. I'll see them. Awesome. Somebody said, what's that? Was it good?
I think he put. Never mind.
Was it tough to adjust ECW, WCW, and WWF, WWE rings? Were those rings hard to adjust?
The WWE ring was so big that
Was it 18 by 18 or 4?
it was a big, like the WCW ring would fit inside of it.
Wow.
And anytime in the WWE ring, if you whipped me, I wouldn't let you throw me from buckle to buckle. We'd go out and back to the same buckle.
Right.
Because it was just enormous.
All right, this is for Vinny Vincent. We're just going to sign your name, any color you want.
Vinny Vincent.
Vinny Vincent, he's always on our show now.
Yeah, the WWE ring was enormous. And when we first went there, you've never seen me go buckle to buckle. I'd make you take me right back to the same buckle.
All right, Brian Glover, you're up next. Thank you, Brian. Brian Glover, photo number 4. We're going to do green paint pen. And we're going to write to Brian and Lauren, and I'll spell her name, to B-R-I-A-N. And then her name is Lauren, L-A-U-R-E-N. You're welcome. And then we're just going to sign
L-A-U-R-N?
E-N. Yep, E-N. You're welcome. And then we'll sign your name. Thank you, Brian.
What do you call the ECW rings? The new ones when they got them, they were nice, you know.
Near the end. Yep.
The ones we had at the school and stuff, that was a good ring too. WCW ring was tiny.
Put an E after R.
What's that?
Put an E after the R.
Oh,
You were?
yeah, yep, all right.
Gotcha. Yeah, this is Purdy's first signing, Tony. Yes, sir. Brian
Here,
Melcher.
give me I fucked this all up.
Okay,
Give me
we'll do another one.
Sorry about
It's
that.
okay.
Let me see so I can
Yeah,
spell
so
the
we can just
name.
copy it right off.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm
Oh, it's
talking
okay.
and
It's all good.
my brain doesn't work like that anymore.
The sticker's on the back of that, Mike, if you want to just steal it off there. Somebody said, such a pleasure to see Perry, one of the top wrestlers of all time. You don't get the love that you deserve. Well, he's getting the love tonight, Brian.
Yeah, and I get the love at home, so that's what matters. My wife thinks I'm all right. My grandson thinks I'm awesome, and my dogs think I'm the best.
So that's all that matters when your dogs think that.
Yeah, nothing more important than that. In fact, I'm sure they're losing their mind because I'm not home.
Outside of the Saturn, what other planet in the solar system would you want to be named after?
Perry Pluto.
Thank you, Brian Glover.
Kowalski used to put on the card, you know, when you put the card up and see what match he would put Perry Planet.
Perry Planet.
Yeah, and he's the one who gave me the Saturn name.
Why did he? What was the deal with
My first match, he said, well, his last name is S.A. something. Satullo's my last name. He goes, oh, just put down Saturn, and I just never
Stuck
changed
with it.
Yeah,
That makes
just never
sense.
changed
We're
it.
gonna do blue Sharpie, and we're gonna write two. I'll spell the person's name. Rowell, R-O-W-E-L-L. So it's R-O-W-E-L-L. Then Ring of Saturn, and then we'll just sign your name. Thank you, Rowell. Perry Saturn was awesome in WCW. Thanks for coming, Perry. Grew up a big fan. Always cracked me up with the Moppy skits. All right. Up next is Mitch. Mitch Fredrickson, photo number 4. We are going to write to Mitch, M-I-T-C-H. You're welcome. And then we're just going to sign your name.
And what?
Any color you prefer, maybe silver. I think silver will pop. Yeah, this is a good. This is a good photo. 100%. All right. Matt, you're up next. Matt Zorm. Photo number 1. Awesome. Mike Berg, can his be with yellow? Joe, if you could add that in the spreadsheet. He just put something in the chat about his color for Mike Berg. Matt Dozorism, photo number 1, green paint pen. We're just going to sign your name.
All right.
Thank you, Matt.
You gotta chill.
What's that?
You gotta chill. You went like this. You said,
Oh, no, I don't know. Somebody would like to know if you would ever write a book.
Yeah, I got one halfway done, but nobody wants to publish it.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, this is a great shot with the Radicals. I remember the angle when you guys came and debuted for WWF,
Not the
WWE.
Radicals.
I meant the
Well, that's Revolution.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
WCW.
white paint pen on this one, and we're just going to sign your name. Logan, this is for you, Logan Wright. Thank you. Good question, Ethan. All right, Kenny Tan. Kenny Tan, 11 by 14, number 1, which I believe is the edit. We're going to do white paint pen on this one. And we're just going to write to the Tan family, T-A-N. We're just going to sign your name. Out of all times in ECW, what was your favorite memory at the arena?
Probably November. That was like one of the best moments of my career. Is because ECW is just so much pride,
Yep.
And the first year we were the first year we were there, we just got there with November to Remember, so we weren't featured. The next year we were featured,
Yeah.
and it was
Was this a three-way?
Yeah, and to see us in the the video and shit, and we were featured part of the show.
Yeah.
That was wicked cool. In the November to Rain video.
Yes, and that was one of my favorite matches you guys ever had with the Gangsters and
Sabu and Van
yeah,
Dam.
Sabu. I will never forget that match. This is for David Hilleman. We're just going to do blue paint pen, and we're just going to sign your name.
So that was a pretty big deal, like seeing us in the video. Because the first year we weren't. We worked the November to Remember, but nothing important. I don't even know, like against Axel and Hack or something.
Yep.
Hack Myers.
I remember.
Something like that. It was, and the next year was the big deal. So
You built up to that. That was good stuff.
yeah, Paulie pushed did a great job getting us over. Or showing us how to get over.
Yep. This is for Steve Fox. We're going to write the Eliminators, ECW Tag Team Champs. And we're just going to sign your name. Any color you prefer, whatever you think. Maybe silver.
All right.
Black might be better.
Yeah, let's do black. That's a good idea. All right, Steve Fox, this is for you. Yeah, I will talk to. I know a couple people, Steve. What's that?
Never
Get some
use
blue.
black.
All right, we got another one for Steve Fox coming up too.
My rule at Icons is always use black.
He does live in Minnesota, Blake.
Good people
Yep.
taste
Blake, we
that.
signed your piece too, just so you know. You can go back and watch the show. We signed it.
I like doing blue.
How long were you wrestling before you realized that you truly made it? We already just asked that question. He just talked about that. Corey, it's been a long time. A Perry Saturn book would be awesome to match my autographed Sabu book and my signed New Jack book. Do you still have the original Moppy?
Raven put that in a wood chipper.
That's right. That's right. All right, Steve Fox photo number 4 with Moppy. Sign Moppy for Moppy. Sign Moppy for Moppy. Whatever color you prefer.
What?
That's what it says. Sign Moppy for Moppy right here.
So put it to Moppy and sign it, Moppy? Is
What,
that-
Joe? Okay, just write Moppy and then sign your name.
Two Moppy from Moppy.
That's what it says right there.
That's what it sounds like. Right?
All right, Steve Butler, you're next. Photo number 1. Were you mad when The Rock made fun of your eyes?
No, I don't give a fuck.
This is for Steven Butler. We're going to do yellow paint pen, and we're going to spell Steven's name Steven. Feel the rings of Saturn, and then we'll sign your name. Thank you, Steven Butler. Orders? Yeah, that's good. Guys, keep on placing the orders. You guys are on the right website to do so. On the main page, you got the options to choose from. Lots of good stuff. Lots of pictures. We got Moppies to get signed. Back there, we got the ECW tag belt. If anybody wants that. All right. What are we doing? What's that? Stephen Butler's? All right.
Yeah.
John Dern is up next. Photo number 5, which is first time we're signing this one. Blue paint pen. And he just wants you to write "You're welcome" and your name. Thank you, John. No ring-worn items, unfortunately, Erica. Not this time around. Was there any talks about ever putting the IC belt on you?
I don't know. If there was, I didn't hear him.
Okay. All right. Scott Barnes, you're up next. Scott Barnes. You ever heard somebody would like to know, doing the total elimination?
No.
All right. Blue Sharpie. We're just going to sign your name. Thank you, Scott.
It might have been a little snug, but we never heard anybody. John and I had that down to a science.
Yeah. I actually took it at Downingtown, PA with Meanie. You took care of me, thank God. All right, Ian Dombrowski. Photo number 13. Coming off the cage. Any color you prefer, maybe red or something that pops blue. We're just going to sign your name. Thank you, Ian.
I wonder if this was Gangster's Paradise, if that's what this was.
It might have been because of the cage.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yep.
wondering.
All right, Casey Kitch.
Actually, I think that Gangster's Paradise had somebody in each corner with weapons.
I forgot what the gimmick was. It was great.
I think it had somebody in each corner with weapons.
Right.
So
All right. Casey wants it in yellow paint pen, and we're going to say it Casey. It's a Kasey, and we're just going to sign your name. Thank you, Casey. All right, Todd Schwartz, you're up next. All right, Todd Schwartz, photo number 4. Whatever color you want. Maybe
the blue
Yeah.
or the red, one of them.
red's
two.
cool.
Yeah.
And we're just going to sign your name. No. Let's see. Did anybody ever offer you to do a Cauliflower Alley in Vegas?
We were part of that because Kowalski was, you know.
Right.
So at one time I was part of that for sure because of Walter, you know.
Yeah. All right. Todd.
I'm sure John was and Hunter was, you know, because Walter would put, you know, that was something that he would talk about.
He was always there. All right, this is for Todd Schwartz, photo number 4. We're just going to sign your name on this one. It's in front of the thing. Oh, I don't even know.
Long story.
Yeah. All right. Michael Stutz, this is for you, photo number 6. We got another Moppy picture here. He just wants you to sign it in white paint pen. There you go. Thank you, Michael.
If anyone complains and they go to buy it, you can get new one for like $10.
Yeah, it's easy.
I think this picture was taken in San Diego. We were there for Raw, and they took me out to,
Take some shots.
yeah, all over town, a bunch of different shops and shit.
Ryan Tracy, the cage one. All right. We're just going to do this in any color you want. We're just going to sign your name. Somebody asked, does Perry still have his blue Adidas Eliminations tracksuit, or did he sell it in Japan?
Well, I didn't sell it, but I don't have it.
All right. Coming up next is Justin Drummond. All right. Photo number 5. And he wants you to write on this any color you want. To Justin. To Justin. Devon, get the muffins. All right. Let's see. Oh, Harry Slash. You remember Harry Slash from ECW?
Yep, yeah,
Harry says
absolutely.
hello.
Hello, Harry. Good guy.
Yep, Harry is one of the best. He did the music for ECW.
Yes, he did. Great music he did, man.
I don't know if he's great. No, I'm just joking. Oh, good question, Lance. We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, because he did mine and John's music. You
Yep.
know, yeah. Harry did a good job, man.
I used to love watching your matches because it was so different from everybody else on the show, and you guys always changed it up too. So it was always it was good stuff. Heather, thank you, Heather. Heather Gouda, photo number 6. We're gonna do this in white paint pen. You with the tag belt. I'm just gonna sign your name on that one. Thank you, Heather. Was it hard leaving ECW and adjusting to WCW and WWF's locker room?
No, see, part of the problem was at the time me and John's relationship greatly deteriorated, you know.
Right, I
We
remember.
got into a couple fist fights with each other and shit, so it was, that was just as big part of it as anything, you
Right.
know. And Scotty and I were good friends, you know, so, and I got the opportunity, and it just seemed right, you know, and I never felt like, I never felt a small fish in the big pond or
Yeah.
anything like that, you know. Because
Well-
by then I could work for sure.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, so
What was your heat with John? Just personal stuff?
we were both drug addicts doing different drugs, and it just did,
Bad
you
combination.
know. And unfortunately, I at least was a control freak, so I controlled everything.
Right.
And he had the girlfriend who became his wife.
I remember.
She started telling him that I wasn't taking care of him right, so we were arguing,
Right.
you know, and it just ended. I
it
wasn't going to
sucks.
put up with.
I
Yeah,
hear you.
I wish that would have worked out, you know, but it would just.
You guys were a great team. All right, we're just going to sign this any color you want. This is for Nick Jones. Thank you, Nick. Whatever color you want.
Go to the bottom line, you have to add of Saturn. Supposedly.
Where?
Grant's storyline. Said he missed adding of Saturn.
I'll have Joe look at it.
Yeah,
Joe
'cause-
Grant wrote something in the chat if you could see what he wanted.
I
guess.
didn't talk to John like
Oh,
for,
he did? Oh.
for a long time. In fact, I only seen him 1 or 2 times briefly.
Right.
Since then, and we were together literally all the time. Lived together in Memphis and shit,
Yeah.
you know. So, it just deteriorated, and
This color, any color you want, we're just going to write "You're welcome," and then we'll sign your name. Whatever you've been doing, I guess red.
right.
Thank you, Nick Jones. You want to take my phone and tell Joe what Grant was it? Grant?
Yeah, and I think Meanie messaged you.
Was it on Facebook? Grant?
Message. Grant was on.
Here it is, Grant. There you go. All right. Up next is Ruben Tello. Thank you, Ruben. Ruben Tello, photo number 6.
And when we went to WCW, you know, all them ECW was over, so they all knew all,
Yeah.
and shit. So the Hall, and I remember Hall came up to me right away, started telling me this match and that match.
Right.
So they all knew us. So,
Yeah.
So it never felt out of place or anything.
We're just going to sign your name on this for Ruben Tello. Thank you, Ruben.
You got one upstairs?
Yeah, grab it. I'll take one too if you want.
What is it, 3?
I'll give you 4.
All right, Ryan Brown, you're up next. Thank you, Ryan. Photo number 1. We're going to write to Ryan, R-Y-A-N, any color you want. To Ryan, keep it extreme.
Does it show up the black or no?
I think black would be good on that, right? Yeah. To Ryan, R-Y-A-N, keep it extreme, and then we'll sign your name. Thank you, Ryan. Once you left the WCW, was there ever plans to maybe come back to ECW, or are you?
No, I went straight to
Yep.
WWE,
Yep.
So, and I when Paulie had that that blast show,
Mm-hmm.
I called and left him a message and told him that if he wanted, I'd team with John on it, and I'd work for free.
Was this the last ECW show?
Whatever the last show was,
Poplar Bluff or Pine Bluff?
whatever it was,
Right.
and I said, John, I don't know, you'll have to deal with him,
Right.
but, and he wasn't interested. So.
Wow. Did you know that it was at the end of the company?
Yeah.
Oh, you already knew?
Yeah, I knew that it was over.
Right.
That's why I said, fuck it, And
Were you still under contract anywhere? Or you
I'm
weren't?
working for Vince.
Okay. So you were going to.
But Vince would have let us.
Right, of course, because he had the
yeah.
relationship already.
Yeah.
Yep. Can I get an edit? The 11x14. All right, Ryan Brown, this is your edit. And we're just going to sign your name, any color you want.
Yeah, because I wasn't like from WCW to WWE. I was never free one day. I went.
Yeah.
I was still under contract with
right.
WCW when I signed my WWE contract.
Yep.
So
What did you think when you heard that ECW went out of business? Were you surprised or?
yeah, it's stunned.
Yeah. It's a sad day in wrestling.
And just.
Rich Samuels, this is for you. Yellow paint pen. We're just going to sign your name.
I was actually more shocked at all the different boys like Shane Douglas bitching saying Paulie owed them weeks and weeks of pay. That shocked me more than anything.
Right.
Because I don't know if it's true or not, and if it is, I'm surprised that Paulie did that, so he must have really been down and out hard,
Yeah.
Because Paulie was never, I would trust him with anything, and
It was always good to me.
me too, man.
I never had any issues with the guy. I credit him with my company's success and teaching me the business.
And he was always honest with me,
Photo number 7. This is going to be for Chris Cohn. Any color you want, we're just going to sign your name. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, Paulie was a great guy, man. He's the best boss I ever had.
Because he would let you perform your art the way you wanted to, and he would add little...
And
he got the business
And he would find a way for you to be your best.
to shine, and he'd
He
find
he could get it out of you even if you didn't think it was
he would focus on your positive attributes.
Yeah, Paulie was awesome, man.
Yep.
And I was just unfortunately you want to keep going up in the business. So WCW seemed to be a step up,
That's good. Yeah.
even though it really wasn't, but
Right.
it seemed to be. But money-wise, it was then,
Yeah. Because they wanted to put out, they wanted to put Paul under, so they were offering the boys, you had a guaranteed contract too, right?
Yeah, everybody did.
Yeah. Photo number 4 for Scott Brenwald, white paint pen, and we're just going to sign your name. Thank you, Scott. The meanie, Blue Meanie's in the room. He said, any memories of the Orange County Fairgrounds and brawling into the ladies' room to find someone sitting in the sink?
No.
I wonder if he sent you the text the same.
I remember hearing this story the next day at the arena.
I have many blank spots in my memory. So
Right. All right, this is for Lance Dorr. Photo number 1, silver Sharpie. And then we're going to write to Lance. What are you looking at? To Lance. What are you looking at? And we'll sign your name. Scroll down here. Jordan, we actually talked about the stiffest. Somebody asked if Goldberg was ever stiff with you.
he did that spinning back kick that was fucking brutal because he'd kick you with his heel.
Right.
But no, and he made you potato the shit out of him too. So you know.
Yeah. Poor Bret Hart. He got the concussion from it. So.
Yeah, that spinning back kick, the fucking heel, like the heel would hit me in the solar plex, blow me up all the time.
Right.
You know? But Bill and I got along. You're easy to work with. I was the first guy he ever had to really work with, you know, because I was the first guy he didn't squash.
I was gonna say,
the first guy. You know, we did 2 pay-per-view matches.
Right. All right. You and Terry. What was it like working with Terry?
She's awesome. One of the best people I've ever met.
Yeah, she's cool.
She is awesome. One of my favorite, for sure, favorite people in the world.
She'll be here, guys, in February. Any color you want to choose, and then we'll just sign it.
Yeah, Terry's awesome. Nobody better than Terry.
I agree.
And what's cool, no matter what I asked Terry to do, like me and Blackman would work a bunch of shit, and like Blackman would want me, you know, hit a crucifix on me. So I would tell Terry, hey, when I hit this crucifix, you got to get the ref, all right?
Right.
And she was there doing it, and I never had explained to her what the crucifix was. Like, she knew her shit.
Yeah,
man.
she's been around the
She
business
knew her
forever. So.
shit. And after the match, you get to the back, she'd immediately go to the water and get me and whoever I worked with water, you know, and just, she's awesome.
She's good.
Great. Nobody better than Terry. She's one of the very few people that I really consider my friend.
It's hard in this business too, right?
Yeah.
Somebody said,
Well, I'm more of a closed off person too. But
this is the most I've ever heard you talk. I was like, oh, I was wondering if Terry's going to open up, but you're totally different from
you know, Raven's my friend, Terry, you know. And we're running out of people about that.
That's
Sonny
sad.
Ono's my friend too,
Yep.
you know.
Moppy. Is Moppy your friend? We're going to do the blue one. Yep. Brad, this is for you.
But yeah, Terry's awesome.
We're just going to sign it any color you want for Brad. Thank you, Brad.
Yeah, she never fucked up. She was always right on the money, man. Well, you can't ask for more than that.
Somebody said, you're a true hero. Thank you for serving our country and saving that woman who was being assaulted. That was from Ryan Brown. I don't remember that story. Let's see. Daniel Riley, photo number 1. Let's see. Daniel Riley, photo number 1. We're going to write, you're welcome, and we'll sign your name. All right. Thank you, Daniel. You're welcome, and we'll sign your name. Mark, we actually talked about that. They did the total elimination, I think, for the first time in Killer Kowalski's school. Is that right? Is that where you guys came up with the finisher? Or was that somewhere else?
I'm trying to think, like, because I know we must have done it in Memphis when we were there, or in Japan, because we had a tryout with WCW, and we did it there and got bitched at. They said because they thought it looked dangerous. So, but which we never heard anybody on that.
Right. Can I get Ryan Tracy's 8x10 back whenever you get a chance, Joe? All right. Kane Pierce, this is for you. Photo number 6. We're going to write to Kane, Kane, 3-time ECW Chag Champs, and we'll sign your name. To Kane, 3X ECW Tag Champs. Thank you, Kane Pierce. Tony Jacobs says, as a former addict, I just want to say congratulations on your sobriety. Thank you, Tony, for saying that.
Yeah, it's the drizzling shits. I'd rather be high, but there's no way to be.
Yeah, no, I hear you. We're going to write to Ryan in red.
Okay. Yeah,
Yep.
I'd much rather be high, but I know I can't be.
How long you been pretty good for?
A long time.
Good, that's great.
A decade, more than
Oh,
that.
that's
probably,
that's
yeah.
awesome. All right. There you go, Ryan. Travis Early. 11 by 17 photo. First one we're doing. We're going to sign this in silver. 11 by 17. All right. We're just going to sign your name in silver. Thank you, Travis.
Just we're here.
Ooh, somebody got a Moppy head. John, you got a Moppy. Don Rhodes. I think you wrote to us, Don, about a Moppy head. You got to just get it off the website. I don't know if you did so. Should I just take that Moppy, or you have another one? All right. We're going to just sign your name on the Moppy.
All right.
Knock him off, baby.
Do you want to do it on the stick or the mop? Or what do you think?
Whatever you want.
What do
I
you
don't
think,
care.
guys?
Probably the head.
The head? All right, we'll do it on the head.
Always the head.
Yeah. All right, John DePietro, thank you. Harry Slash said, Perry had the best hang time ever. It was almost like you levitated.
Yeah, I was good at that. That's for sure.
All right, Brian Glover. Photo.
For sure, that was one of my strengths.
It was awesome. Photo number 4, white paint pen. To Dave. And then he wants you to write Yahtzee.
Yahtzee.
I'll spell Yahtzee for you when you're ready.
Yep. All right.
It's YAHTZEE. Thank you, Brian Glover. All right, up next is Henry. Henry Augenstein. Henry Augenstein, photo number 4. We're going to do pink paint pen. We're going to write the Eliminators. Rest in peace, R.I.P., Cronus. Thank you, Henry. Another one. Brad, I'll see it. I got you, Brad. Photo number 4, red paint pen. Sign for Moppy and add your welcome. What's that mean, Joe? Sign for Moppy. Oh, sign Moppy, his name, and then you're welcome instead of your name. And your name.
Edge, is that what the name is?
We're just gonna write Moppy's name,
Okay.
and then you're welcome, and then your name. We got you, Henry. All right, Brad said, my son's supposed to be the rare legal tag belt pick white payment. Gotcha. Photo number 4. What do you say? Rare legal. Yeah, I'll do it. Just you gotta find if we did this one. Brad says, we're just gonna sign your name in white paint pen. Brad Stutz. This might be a makeover for Brad. I'm not sure. He said that we might have given him the wrong picture. We got another Moppy head for Tim Kugis. I get a Moppy over there. Thank you, Tim, for getting Moppy. We only got 8 left, guys, for Moppies. We got 8 Moppies left. He was Chris. He opened the show. Some of the questions are repetitive that we answered already, so I'm just skipping over here. All right, scroll back down here. Photo number 7. This is for Dale. Dale Dietrich. Photo number 7 is you and John. We're going to write to Dale, which is D-A-L-E. 3X Tag Team Champions, the Eliminators. And we'll sign your name. So 2 Dale, 3
D-A.
LE. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Oh, Dale.
Yeah, 2 Dale, 3X Tag Champions, the Eliminators. Thank you, Dale. I'm not going to talk about Ryan. I'm not going to ask him about Tammy. Everyone's got their own opinions on that.
I don't really have nothing to say about it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, she's going to be in jail for what?
For a long time.
17 years.
That's sad.
It is sad.
But to sound like an asshole, it really has no effect on my life one way or the other.
Right, exactly. I mean, she had a million chances.
So, and yeah, it's unfortunate. Thank God I was lucky enough to straighten out a little bit before I fucked up like that, because you can. I fucked up a million other ways.
Right.
So, see, that's why I think alcohol is harder to quit than drugs, because alcohol is legal. You know, drugs has the stigma because it's illegal and you gotta do it kayfabe and stuff. Alcohol, you know, it's legal and you do it anywhere. And I don't like alcohol. I'm not a drinker. If I liked alcohol, I'd probably be an alcoholic.
Right, right.
You know?
This is for Chad. Any color you want. We're just going to sign your name. Thank you, Chad. Chad Stotler, thank you.
Yeah, it's too bad with her, but
Yeah. Michael.
she made her bed just like I made mine, so.
Well, you saw the light, so that's a good thing. Michael Berg. Yellow paint pen. Do yellow on this one, and we're going to write to the Berg Bros, B-E-R-G. To the Berg Bros, B-R-O-S.
B-E?
Yep, B-E-R-G. And then B-R-O-S.
You like the faces?
B-E-R-G-B-R-O-S?
Yep, and then Moppy for life.
Bros as a separate word?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
B-R-O-S. And then Moppy for life. And then we'll sign your name. Thank you, Michael.
Tammy was always cool with me, you know, so I don't have an issue with her. But,
Right, right.
But it just had nothing to do, you know, and that's fucked up. Like, that's one thing I never did drive drunk, you know, because you fucking kill somebody that,
Yeah.
like, when I was young, I seen a little kid get run over by a drunk driver. Brutal. And I just never done it, man. It's just not.
Yep. I actually lost.
Plus, I wasn't a big drinker anyways. I've driven high a million times.
Right. I can't drive
unfortunately.
high. I drive slow for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm paranoid and I'm like, I can't go more than 15 miles per hour.
That's true.
It's insane. We're going to do 11 by 14, the edit,
Sometimes it's
down there. And then on this one, any color you want. Rings of Saturn, Ultimate Elimination. The Rings of Saturn, Ultimate Elimination. That's for that one. Good question, Kent. I'll ask that next.
So many good questions tonight.
Are you making fun of me?
Yes.
Was it ultimate?
Rings of Saturn, Ultimate Elimination.
A-U-L-T.
Yep, I-M-A-T-E.
You have to have more of these somewhere.
I probably have them somewhere.
I think there are more.
Yeah, there's definitely more. I don't know where.
I just took a handful out.
Yeah, because there's so many. We don't need them all. I got other things to get done that's way better. Oh, good question.
So many.
Somebody asked, how did you stay in great shape with your schedule?
I was
Cartoon
fanatic.
Right.
Yeah, no matter what we did. Many times I went to the gym from the after hours club.
Wow.
You know, all fucked up. And
Right,
just
right.
never miss. I just
Disciplined yourself. So,
and started out smaller, so you have that image of you smaller, and this is a big man's world, so I just would never miss.
we're just going to sign your name on that, the art print. This is for
Yeah.
Clint. Thank you.
No matter what, I wouldn't miss the gym, you know.
All right, Anthony Militic, you are up next. Photo number 2. We're going to do a blue Sharpie right on the Terry side. All right, we're going to write on Terry, The horny little she-devil. The horny little she-devil. Thank you, Anthony. And then we'll sign your name too. The horny little she-devil.
Is that S?
When the Radicals debuted for WWE, did they hide you the entire afternoon?
No.
You guys were in the back with the boys?
Yeah, the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, photo number 5 for Anthony Militek. All right, we're going to do blue Sharpie. And we're just going to write me and my date, Moppy. Me and my date, Moppy. And we're just going to sign your name. Thank you, Anthony. If you guys just joined us and you want to get anything signed by Perry, now's your time to do so. On the main page of the website, there's a picture of Perry Saturn. Just click on this picture. There's a drop-down menu, and you can just choose from 13 different 8x10s. We got 2 different 11x14s. We have a giant size 11x17. We got turnbuckle pads, which nobody ordered yet, which is crazy. We also got a Moppy, and we got some other stuff on there as well. All right, John Patel, photo number 10. The Radicals. We're going to do blue paint pen. And we're going to, blue paint pen. To Jan, J-A-A-N. J-A-A-N. And then we're just going to sign your name.
J-A.
A-N, yep, 2 A's.
Oh, 2 A?
Yep.
So is that Juan?
To Jan.
Is that how you say Juan?
I think it's Jan.
Oh, Juan's got a U in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
To Jan. And then we'll just sign your name. All right, up next is David Rodriguez. Thank you, David. All right. Could you check Ruben Tello's? He said something about a wrong photo, too. Ruben Tello. It's in the chat, Joe. All right, David Rodriguez, photo number 9. It's this one with Raven. I think it's the first one we've sold for this one. And we're just going to sign your name. Maybe we could do that in red. Thank you, David. All right. Awesome. All right. Tim. I need a art print for Tim Mendivel. Art print edit. And we're going to just sign your name in red paint pen. Yep. Red paint pen.
What was the word you said, check?
Ruben Tello, see what he got before. I don't remember pulling anything for him yet, but I might have. All right, Tim
My
Haber.
fingers look like a kindergarten got into the markers. I got shit all over.
Always happens. Oh, I got a good sync. So, photo number 13, I believe, is the cage.
Yeah, he got a good sink.
What do you mean?
He just said you got a good sink.
I got a good sync for to wash his hands.
What's that got to do with washing your hands? You
He's
got
got-
good soap?
Yeah.
All right, as long as you got good soap. Sink don't mean nothing.
We're also going to write natural born killers.
Well, maybe that was the.
Yeah, that's probably
night,
what this is
too.
from. Natural born killers, and that's KL. I'm sorry, for killers.
No, no. What is it? NATU.
RAL. Yep. And then born killers. KILLAZ. And I got the date for you.
Oh,
AZ.
yeah, because that was their ring music too.
Yep.
You know.
8/24/96.
Yeah, I bet that's what this was.
Yep, definitely was.
Because the Gangster's Paradise had guys in each corner, like somebody in
weapons?
each corner with weapons.
Did he sign it too? Yep. Okay, good. Awesome. All right, Brian Whitmore. Any color you want to do? We're just going to sign your name on this. Thank you, Brian. Ryan, we actually asked about New Jack and Mustafa. They got along great. Was that for Brian, Joe? Or Mike?
Ryan?
Brian Whitmore, right? All right, let me just grab one of these. All right.
Yeah, actually, John and New Jack were very good friends.
They were always, yeah, I remember near
They
the
were
end.
together all the, smoking pot together, you know. And
Right.
I'm not a pothead either. I like the heavier drugs.
What was your drug of choice?
Opioids, Nubain forever.
Somas here and there.
Yeah, too, the muscle relaxer,
White paint pen. We're just going to sign your name. This is for Joe Brabham. Thank you, Joe. I'll get some water too.
All the boys did that Somas, though,
Oh, I remember that.
The magical thing about Somas was no matter how fucked up you got, which you got fucked up,
Right.
a few hours later, you were fine, like nothing happened.
Yeah. I remember the one time Tammy, of all people, in Blackwood, New Jersey. I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you were at that show. There was a pool in the building. There was a pool there, and she was fucked up. All right. Photo number 6. Gold Sharpie. We'll do gold. Sign the bottom left. Right there. Thank you, Adam.
One time, me and Nash took some Somas, and when we were headed back to the hotel,
Right.
and didn't time it out just right.
Oh, shit.
The hotel, we could see it. It was 50 yards away. We had a navigator, and he pulls over, and he goes, P, I can't drive. So I go, all right, I'll drive. And we got out and walked around the front of the car. It took us like 40 minutes. I got in the driver's side, and I go, Kev, I can't drive. He goes, all right, I'll drive, P. And we got out and switched again. So that night, I slept in the hallway outside my room because I had to shake so bad I couldn't get my key in the door.
Oh, man.
And we just took him to go to bed, and it just hit us 10 minutes too soon.
That's not a good thing. We're going to do an art of 11 by 14, the art print. Yep. This one, we're just signing your name. Any color you want.
But yeah, they were great for sleep, and like I said, no hangover.
Right, right.
So many of the other shit, you have a bad hangover. But yeah, I'll never forget that. It took us forever to get around the front of that thing, and just, it was, what a ridiculous fuck show that was. And we could, the hotel, I'm not kidding, was 50 yards away. It was right there in like Portland, Maine or something at a Marriott. And it was up a hill, and we were right at the bottom of the hill.
This is for Kent Graham, blue paint pen. And we're going to write to Kent, K-E-N-T.
So who wound up driving to the hotel?
He did. It's so ridiculous. He pulled over and he just goes, P, I can't drive. And I go, okay, I'll drive. And well, I'm not kidding. It took us forever and we got around, we both went around the front and we're stuck. Couldn't figure out how to get around each other. And
It's like, great.
And
Jason
I
Chung.
sat in the car for a second and I went, Kevin, I can't drive. And he goes, well, I will. And we switched again and he drove us up.
3-time ECW Tag Team Champions. And we'll sign your name. Thank you, Kent. Somebody said, thank you for your service. How do you compare your push under Bischoff and then when Russo came in?
I don't think Russo had good ideas. And Eric really liked me.
Right.
So I got, special treatment. It sucks to say, but I did.
Yeah.
I had Eric's cell phone number. I could call him if I wasn't happy
Right.
with something, So, and Russo, I didn't care for his ideas, a lot of them,
A lot of gaga comedy bullshit.
Yeah, and stuff that they were never going to do that he wanted to do. And we had, because of Benoit and Nancy, we had all that residual heat from Sullivan and Mike Graham. And Mike Graham would do shit like we'd be going over and he'd tell us we're doing the job, we'd do
Right.
the match, come back and Russo would go, why did you guys put them over? Well, that's what the agent told us,
Wow.
It was just that whole time, And again, I took myself way too serious then to do the comedy shit that they liked.
Right. This is going to be for Jordan Carson, white paint pen. I'm going to say, to Jordan, I love Moppy. And it's Jordan, Jordan. I love Moppy. Did you figure out the Ruben Tello thing? Okay. Ruben, we got you, Ruben Tello.
which really was ridiculous to take myself that serious because I never beat anybody. Some people put me over, you
Right,
know.
so we're-
It was never a shoot, but it just,
When you're in the business, I think you're in
Yeah.
the bubble, and then
Yeah.
you just don't think like that until you're out of the business. All right, Jordan, thank you. What are your thoughts on the whole Benoit tragedy? I was going to ask you earlier. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know, like,
Were you shocked when
yeah,
you heard the news?
I never, like, Chris loved his kid. I don't know. And he has 2 other kids, too,
Yeah.
you know, that like, I don't know how you get to that point. I just don't know how you get there.
You think a lot of head trauma, or you just think that he snapped?
Well, why is his head trauma? Like, I don't know. I guess everybody's different. I have no idea what happened. It's like I couldn't tell you in a million years. He loves his kids, you know, and he has 2 other kids too that he loves, you know, and
Yeah.
to not think of that, like I don't know.
It's crazy. It's sad.
But it happens more times, right, than you would think, you know.
Yep. I need a art 11 by 17. All right. This is going to be for Grant Stewart. We're just going to write on here. Monday Night War Vet. Monday Night War Vet. Feel the rings of Saturn. Monday Night War Vet. Feel the rings of Saturn. Thank you, Grant Stewart. Brian Meany, I was with you. That was in Downingtown. I'm sure he took it more than me. Meany said he remembered getting the total elimination. It was very smooth. Just scrolling down. Oh, we're really far behind on this chat.
That was 20 minutes ago.
Oh my God. Yeah, this is. I'm gonna scroll all the way down.
Wait, you don't know what you're missing.
I.
Monday Night War Vet.
Somebody said, mad respect to Perry. What's his thoughts on Belichick leaving New England?
That's crazy too, man. But I don't know, like, I couldn't believe Tom Brady left, you know. And the only thing about Bill is he sure has fucked up the draft the last few years. And it's weird to, like, imagine him coaching for somebody else.
Right.
And I just seen he's talking to teams, so he's definitely going to coach for somebody, you know.
Yeah.
The first team you talked to? The Falcons.
Yeah, which he's not going there. He's probably San Diego, you know, or maybe the Eagles.
Any color that you want. To Matthew.
On this?
I'll ask. Yep. Yeah, on that one, to Matthew, and then anything else you want to write.
I don't know how I feel about him.
Oh yeah, Oscar had a question about a shirt. Oscar, what was your question about the shirt? Best you can do on $500, Oscar. I took $100 off if you want it. Do you have that shirt so I could show it? Oh, guys, we have this original ECW shirt. You guys asked about ring worn. This is not ring worn. This is an original ECW Eliminators T-shirt. This is actually worth $600 now. No BS. You could ask Oscar about it. These shirts, the original ones, are worth a lot. I'll do it for $500, and you'll get, if you want Perry to sign it, he will sign it as well. If you guys want it, just let me know or put it in the chat, and we'll have Joe invoice you.
On the website.
It's actually up on the website. What's Blake doing? Where's this question at? All right. Let's see. Andrew Oakley, 11 by 14, which is the photo number 1, the art one. And on this one, we're going to just do yellow paint pen and just sign your name. Please sell me the John Cronus autographed photo and put Perry Saturn's signature on it. You got it, Brian Westcott.
It's not listed.
Joe, is it listed, the Cronus picture? No? Did we talk about that at dinner?
Where's the picture at, Joe?
All right. It should be on the shelf.
We need to find it.
Casey Ray, you're next.
Help us find it, Joe?
Casey Ray, photo number 8, which is this one. Oh, okay. So what's he want on it? Put Perry set. Okay, so we're just gonna have you sign this.
All right.
Anywhere.
Top right.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Brian. Brian Westcott. Joe just has to invoice him for that.
Here, Joe. You wanna take those?
Let's see. Casey Ray, photo number 8. This is, where's this one at? Right here. Red paint pen. And we're just going to write the Radicals WWE debut. Was that one of your favorite angles that you were ever involved in, you think?
I was cool, like, yeah, probably, and we were all such good friends, you know.
Yeah.
So, and we were there because of Mike Graham switching finishes on us and
Right,
shit.
I remember
And
it.
we forced our way out, got our releases out of WCW. And I just signed a 3-year contract like a month before.
Wow.
And we got, you know.
Wasn't the story that Shane was at a hotel and he ran into Vince and maybe Vince said call the office or something like that?
No, my internet guy at the time called Bruce Pritchard.
Okay.
And asked if he was interested. And
Right.
Bruce Pritchard said, "You're kidding, right?" And he goes, "No." He goes, "Yeah." And Mike Graham threatened to stab me.
That's right, and that's how
And
you guys got out.
So Turner ran all that shit. So we went to the Turner's human resources and said, all 4 of us said, we're afraid to go to work. We can't work there. This is an unsafe work environment. And we went out of our contracts. And we got out unconditionally.
Wow.
The only thing is we couldn't say anything negative about WCW on TV.
Right.
So Vince put Cactus with us and Mick said everything negative. You
Right,
know?
right.
What?
Flags?
I don't think so.
Yeah, when
Yeah, because Mike Graham was like,
We just got to sign that too.
Foghorn Leghorn, you know the cartoon?
Yep.
And they got the little rooster or whatever. It's a little chicken hawk that wants to fight everything. That's all. That's Mike Graham. He wants to fight everybody, you know. And like in that cartoon, they just ignore him because he's just a little, you know.
Right,
That's how
right.
Mike Graham was. He's what? Yeah. I shouldn't speak ill of the dead, but I don't. And he wouldn't have nothing nice to say about me either. I guarantee it. But yeah.
What's that?
And they'd get them all worked up, Kevin Sullivan, you know, and
It's Florida
fucking-
Connection.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's from what it's from. And yeah, he pulled the knife right out on me, and I said,
Feel the rings of Saturn.
"What is it?"
Feel the rings of
All right.
Saturn.
All right. Ian Thorpe.
I hate these flags. Oh,
Oh, he did he?
I didn't see him. I thought he did.
I thought he signed them.
Who's that, Mikey?
Yeah,
He might have.
I thought we had him sign them.
I think we did. All right. 11 by 17 photo. 11 by 17. If not, we're gonna see Mikey again at our show.
No,
We'll do blue paint pen, and we're just gonna sign your name.
I hate these flags.
I remember holding it.
That's what I thought, but I checked 2 of them.
All right. Thank you, Ian. Ooh, good question. Any Undertaker stories?
We've had a million conversations.
Good
not
guy,
much-
locker
yeah,
room leader?
yeah, no
one?
problem. Like it.
Ian.
He was a or is probably, I'm sure, a big boxing fan. So we talk about boxing
He's
a
in
lot
the
of times.
UFC too now, so
Yeah.
we're gonna do
Everybody is,
oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, right.
white paint pen, and we're gonna write the Rings of Saturn, ECW, WCW, and WWF. The Rings of Saturn, ECW, WCW, and WWF.
I want to do it. I'll do it.
I just when it looks,
I'm not paying attention.
All right, I got rid of Blake
Finally.
for good. All right. Let's see. Ruben Tello, photo number 6. Was there anything special with this photo? Just sign it, Joe, for Ruben? All right, we're just going to sign this any color you want. Ruben Tello. Did you ever find the other canvas? Was that done? The 11 by 14 one?
He said he had it.
Oh, is it done?
What?
The 11 by 14 canvas? Okay, cool. All right, that's for Ruben Tello. And Mark Squad, we're getting an 11 by 14 cartoon. Oh, yeah, We'll do this in silver or red. What do you think, Mike? Silver? I think silver.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We'll do that in silver. All right, that's for Rob Tackett.
Is that this or?
Either one.
Yeah, either one's fine. Boom. All right, thank you, Rob. There you go. And Mark Squires. I need a cartoon. The cartoon, 11 by 14.
They're edits, not cartoons. What part of
No, the cartoon one.
What?
The ECW cartoon one.
Oh.
You have them. The one that Sabu signed.
Oh.
All right, Mark Squires, this is for you. You want to do the book while for Ian? Ian Schultz, this is for you. Okay. All right, we'll do this one a while in pink paint pen. All right, guys, if you want to place an order, now is the time to do so.
You know these right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. All right, this is one for the shelf, and this is one for the shelf.
Black Sharpie.
Yep.
Right here.
All right.
Where's the black right there?
Yep.
Guys, we could stick around for another 15 to 20 minutes. If you guys want to place your orders now, now's the time to do so.
Right here across the chest.
If you guys have any other questions, I'll definitely ask them. Dave, I'll ask him that question in 1 second, Dave. So we are all caught up right now. We're just doing some other mail-in pieces that we got. Some stuff for us. You guys are going to place an order. Now is the time to do so.
And silver.
Did my order come through, Brandon and Moit? Probably, Brandon. I don't know if we already did it or not. Yep, we already did yours, Brandon. You're all set. No problem. All right. Do not have any figures.
Do this and let's go. This is silver.
All right, Ian. Good, good.
Silver.
Silver. All right.
Here. We can just go like right here.
Yep. Okay, man.
Cover that.
Ooh, any memories of Louis Spicolli?
Nothing negative about Louis, but what
was
I
a riot.
remember the most,
Right?
Dr. Pufnik, Raven's
Yeah,
old roommate,
yes.
cutting off Louis' toenails. Remember, they had that really bad, and
Bacteria.
they were like, they were like 2 inches thick or whatever,
Yes.
and he had to cut them off. I remember that. That's the first thing that pops
Right.
to mind when I think of Louis.
All right, Ian Thorpe, photo number 8. All right. We're going to do it in white paint pen. Oh, no, hold on. Photo number 8, it says the Radicals WWF, but that's not photo number 8. Oh, okay. That was my fault. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, there you go.
Well, which one is this?
This isn't the radical.
It's that one, yep. All right. This one we're going to write the Radicals WWF, and we're just going to sign your name.
They both start with R.
This goes with that one. He's doing it now.
Oh, fuck.
What, you got another one? I got a million
Yeah,
of them,
I'm
so
sorry.
it's okay.
I wrote to the radicals.
It's all good. The Radicals WWF. Yes, Blake is gone, guys. I'm going to have a talk with Blake. You guys got to remember, he's only 15, so he's a young guy. Just got to make sure that he's knows the rules. I don't know what happened tonight, but I just took him out of the room for now.
Should we have a 7-gun salute for Mike?
One of my favorite matches ever is Perry versus Test. Did you have a good relationship with Test?
Not a bad one. It was nothing. But,
Right.
In fact, we used to talk about going to Prague all the time because they had some big festival there, and it was a big ecstasy thing.
Oh, yeah, he tested,
so
yeah.
we never went, but we talked about that a lot.
Any memories from New York, the Elks Lodge?
That was a good place to work too, huh?
Oh, it was fun.
Yeah,
Great heat and stuff like that. Small venue, everyone could see everything. And
I think we did like a 25-minute ladders match with Sabu and Van Dam.
I remember.
There too, and we did a bunch of them matches. All 4 of us were covered in bruises and scrapes from them fucking ladders. Yeah.
Has anybody ever approached you about doing figures for you? Like, no, none of the companies?
No.
All right. Guys, you guys got about 10 minutes left, guys, to go ahead and get your orders in. If you guys have any other questions, we're about 10 more minutes. Yeah, Joe, Jose, I definitely, we found out about that today, so. Got some ECW flags that we're getting signed, guys. We got a lot of other stuff. We're going to do a quick signing when we're done off here. We got a lot of stuff to get done, and you guys got about 10 minutes left if you want to get anything signed. You want to do the barbed wire signs? Oh, yeah, you have all that stuff, too.
This is pretty crazy. It's pretty steady, huh?
Yeah, it's been steady for the last 2 hours. We've been
that's
steady
pretty
for a
pretty
good 2 hours. I grew up near the Elks Lodge. Any favorite place to hang out or eat for? Oh, did you have any favorite restaurants in New York before the Elks Lodge shows? I know there was a.
Oh well, just any deli or diner
Yeah.
in New York is awesome. I lived in Hicksville for like a year or 2 years,
Right.
when I worked at the ECW school. So, but yeah, any deli or diner there is awesome,
Down right here. Oh, yeah. Right here from the movie. It's a great shot.
Yeah, what a pain in the ass this was.
That shoot was?
Yeah. The boys, we do everything one time. We do it live.
Yeah.
They do everything 100 times. They just shoot from every angle. It's over and over.
Right.
And
Yeah, they're all day, too, probably.
yeah, and Oliver Platt was a little sensitive. Canyon was the stunt double for him.
Right.
So, and I kept calling the what he had to wear the fat suit. And I kept asking Ken, I was joking with him, going, Chris, how did you get them skinny arms in that fat suit? Because it's just Chris's arms.
Right.
But Oliver Platt, so the producer let all the boys know that we could no longer call it the fat suit,
What are your memories of Chris Canyon? Great guy, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
he was one of my best friends. That's very sad that he didn't think he could tell me his deal, because
Right.
I wouldn't have gave a fuck one
Right.
way or the other. Yeah, and he did a lot of shit at the power plant, so he was in Atlanta a lot, and we were on the road all the time,
Yeah.
never home. And if he would go out to the movies or something, he'd call my wife and ask her if she wanted to go, so she wasn't stuck
Wow.
home doing nothing.
He was a great guy.
It's so sad that somehow I let him down where he didn't think that he could tell me because I didn't give a fuck.
Right.
And just that's horrible, right? And I'm sure we all called each other fag or something.
Right.
Just fucking not
Right,
meaning
not thinking.
anything hurtful by it.
Right.
And unfortunately it did,
He was a good guy. I know him very well. I talked to him a week before he passed, too, and man, what a nice guy. No ego.
Yeah, and just sad that he could, because some of like me and Raven and we were good friends with him. We wouldn't have gave a fuck.
Yep. We'll do this one. Be careful. This is shoot barbed wire.
Maybe we'll go up here.
Yeah, we can do up top.
Where's that one? Rob, grab the other ones.
Oh, yep, Andrew or Kenny. Yep, yours got signed. I will. Kenny Tan, we definitely signed yours. Just got to rewind the feed.
We got a few more then. A few more, Perry.
Actually, me, Canyon, and Raven worked a three-way match on Nitro.
Right.
And we were the highest rated television segment
For that
ever.
3 hours?
No,
Oh, forever?
period, no
Oh.
matter what show. It was like just nothing we really did.
Right.
But it was like we were in 11 something, and I don't know what the total is, but it was just incredible, the segment. And just a fluke thing, there must have been nothing else on or something.
Right.
But yeah, that was a big thing that, fucking around you would always bring up,
Yeah.
But yeah, we had like, whatever the share is, I don't remember what it is. Whatever the total share is, we were in 11 something, which is astronomical.
That's definitely high. Any crazy stories from the Travel Lodge?
They're all the way down.
Do you remember one time we went there and a door was gone off of one of the rooms. All the windows were gone, and they had the police tape, and they had the shooting right there, and all the windows got blown out.
We were just talking about that with Mikey. We're just going to sign whatever color you used before, whatever pops.
Right.
Red's good.
Yeah, boy, the Travel Lodge was rough.
Any stories on Ralphus, Jericho's bodyguard?
I didn't really deal much with him,
Right.
Just like Chris and I worked some matches, and he was part of the thing, but it was kind of Chris's deal. He wasn't like
Part of the business. He was a gimmick.
Yeah, he was really clueless, kind of.
Of course, he wasn't smart to the business.
Carry Saturn.
Yeah, yep. It's funny. Chris told me that when he, it became known that he was leaving to go to Vince, Ralphus asked him, are they going to contact my people, or do I need to contact them? Like he was going with them.
Hey, Joe, can you put the link for Grant Stewart up of the ECF&W posters that we just signed? Those ECW F&W canvases, they're available on the website. And we're not going to charge anything extra for Perry's signature that he just signed on there.
Ralphus was definitely clueless. He had that look in his eyes. He didn't know what was going on.
Right.
But that's how good Jericho is. He use all kinds of shit.
Oh, he knew how to get him over, too. Somebody said thank you for being here tonight. And hello.
Hello.
Meanie said Holiday Inn just bought the old
Hello,
Travel Lodge.
Meanie.
Oh, any Balls Mahoney stories?
Nothing. I've talked to him a million times. Nothing sticks out. Like, I never hung out with him or anything.
Is there anybody you never got a chance to work with that you wanted to work with that you never had a chance to?
I don't think so. I think I've worked with everyone. Yeah, I think I've pretty much worked with everyone. I'm trying to,
Oh, any Mike Awesome stories? Did you get along with Mike?
Yeah, no problem with Mike. I worked with him a handful of times, too.
You never worked with Andre, Joe.
No.
It's before your time, right?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, Austin Pierce, photo number 1. Austin Pierce, photo number 1. To Austin.
Steamboat I would have liked to work with, I think.
That would have been
We
great.
were in different eras, so, our eras just missed each other.
To Austin, total elimination. Any color you want.
All right. What do you think? You're black?
Black's good.
A-U-T-I?
A-U-S-T-I-N.
I guess. Cookie wrapping.
What's that? We'll do them at the end.
The extras?
That would work.
Yeah, at the end. Somebody said, what was Randy Savage like behind the scenes?
Difficult.
A lot of people say that about Randy. Was Hogan one of the boys? Or was he always in his own room?
Always in his own room.
Okay. All right. There you go,
In fact,
Austin.
When Bret Hart's first night in WCW, we just happened to be walking in the building together. It was in Indianapolis.
Right.
And
You and Bret?
Yeah, just happened to be walking in at the same time, Didn't ride together or anything. But we get there and we walk past the room and it has his name on the door. And he goes, "What is this, Perry?" I go, "Oh, that's your locker room." He goes, "What do you mean my locker room?" I go, "Well, Hogan's got his own locker room. That's your own locker room." He ripped the sign down, went to Eric and told him, "Don't ever fucking give me my own locker room again. I just with the boys."
Wow, that's great.
And yeah.
That's awesome. This is for Scott Downs. We're just going to sign it in black. Thank you, Scott.
Yeah, he looked bewildered. Like, what do you mean my own locker room? And
Yeah, Brett's awesome. He's always been humble. All right. Joe, you want to shut down the feed? Do you want to give it another 5 minutes while we're just signing stuff, or what do you want to do? Guys, last 5 minutes if you want to place an order. Last 5 minutes. We're just going to have Perry sign some stuff while we're waiting, and then we're going to take it home. What do you want to do first? All right, we'll start with these, and then just pass them to Mike, and then we'll, yep. All right.
Do some red.
Any crazy Raven drug stories? You can watch Ravens. He's told many of them. Watch our shit interviews. He's told all the drug stories. I don't want him to say anything that's wrong.
oh, we've done and I tell you what, in WCW we had a Deadpool,
Oh,
and
yes.
number 1 and 2 on everyone's list was me and Raven.
Wow. And you're still here. That's
And
good.
it's a fucking somehow a miracle we're both still alive.
Thank God you're both still alive.
I guarantee many nights we were right at the edge of death. I have no idea how we lived.
Wow. That's going to be a quote on a million websites tomorrow. Watch.
What's that?
The quote that you just said that you were near death so many times.
We used to, WCW had a pay-per-view lethal lottery.
Right.
So we had our lethal lottery. We would take like ecstasy and pain pills and somas and put them in a bottle, shake it up and drown it, and each do it and wait to see what high we'd get.
Wow. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy.
I know what I'm doing Saturday night.
Yeah,
Kids, do not try this at home.
we used, no exaggeration, do like 25 tabs of X a piece a night,
Wow.
and every night.
I remember that's what fucked up Scotty's depression and shit, too.
Every night we would do that, 'cause
25?
yeah, minimum. Like we'd take them 3 and 4 at a time and take them all night long.
Man.
And
that's- couldn't even imagine that.
and everybody else would do one, 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But we just did everything in excess,
Did you want to die, or you just guys were...
Just getting high and partying,
Right.
and
Wow.
But did you die?
Harry Slash said he can't wait to see you again.
yeah, me too, Harry.
Harry, you could go to New York. He's going to be at the big event.
You can just keep signing them.
Oh,
So, Joe, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. It was an incredible signing. Of course, I want to thank Perry Saturn for being here with us. It took 10 years to find you again. And I'm very happy that we found you, and I can't thank you enough for being here. Thursday, guys, go ahead.
might not find me again though.
I know. A lot of promoters are asking me for your info. I'm not going to give anybody your info, obviously.
Yeah, please don't.
I'm not. So I got a million people. I just want to thank Perry from the bottom of my heart for being here. I've known Perry for over 20 years. Not what year?
Gotta be longer than 20 years.
It's been 90,
95.
95. So it's it's
maybe
30 years I've known you.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
It's amazing how that time adds up.
Yeah.
If you think like, yeah, it's definitely because I was in WWE 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So it's a lot longer.
What was your
than-
favorite company to work for? Was it Paul? Well, you said Paul was the best boss, so I figured it would be
I made the
ECW.
most money in WWE.
Of course.
WCW, everyone hated. Just we were all miserable.
Right.
So because it was just we were treated like shit, second class.
Yeah.
Like in WWF, for whatever reason, kids love me. It's a weird thing. So I would get all the Make-A-Wish things and
Right.
stuff. And I'd get back to the building, and everybody in the building that works for that company would come up to me and thank me.
That's awesome.
WCW, the lawyers hated us, and
Right.
they just hated the boys. The lawyer used to say that we were all overpaid and just used to bitch,
Right.
So and the PAs and shit, like the one we'd ask, Alan was his name, and hey, call this bar up and get us put on a list.
Right.
Would never do it. But then one of us, me or Disco, would call and get it, and he'd fucking be in the back of the line trying to come in with us. Like
Right.
Liquids, I think was the name in Miami. It was a very exclusive club, hard to get in.
Right.
You'd have to call ahead to get in there and shit.
Wow.
Or we had Mongo with us. We got in everywhere because the WCW at the time was so hot.
Yeah.
And one in San Francisco, this kid didn't give a fuck nothing about wrestling. And Mongo grabs him by the back of the head. He goes, "You know what this is? This is a Super Bowl championship ring." And we got in because of that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Mongo's a great guy.
Yeah,
He's
man.
awesome.
Crazy
Sad
as-
what happened with his health.
Crazy
Hopefully,
as fuck, too, man.
he's crazy.
Crazy as fuck.
Any good Mongo stories?
We were in Bourbon Street, and
Great town.
it was me, Kidman, and Raven, and probably Lodi, maybe Riggs. And WCW had this masseuse with these giant boobs. Jennifer, I think her name was. And we see her, and we're like, what the fuck is she doing? And finally, as the crowd clears, on all fours is Mongo in a thong on a leash.
That's awesome. So with that, guys, we're going to end the stream. Thank you, guys. We're going to be back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock just selling stuff. So definitely join us tomorrow on the show. And I want to wish you a very good, safe trip home, Perry, because the trip here was brutal. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you, guys, for tuning in. We'll see everybody tomorrow at 7 p.m. Thank you, guys.